Welcome to Nodal Direct's fourth podcast. Today we have with us the team at Nodal Direct, and we'll be discussing a somewhat novel topic which I think is quite prevalent given the current industry and the world in general. We have with us Prithvi, who works with the business development team. We have Shivani, who's a marketing executive at Nodal, and we have Vishwa, who is the software developer at Nodal Direct. What we discussed today is somewhat unique because we'll be discussing how businesses can prime themselves given the uncertainty of the future that is being displayed by the advent of coronavirus in the world today. A lot of businesses in the travel sector have been facing losses, and we believe that there are some actionable insights that can be executed which might turn this problem that we face today into a possible profitable aspect. So I would like to pass this on to Prithvi, who will be talking about how and what businesses can do in terms of their visibility, in terms of their development, which would help them in these uncertain times and help their businesses grow.
Okay, thank you for the introduction, Chaitanya. As you know, the travel market has been vastly affected because of the Covid19, which is prevailing in the market as of now. I would like to, this is the right time for the hoteliers especially to set the things right and how they can work it out the things in a better way so that they can make the better revenues in the upcoming days as of which they have affected and today's scenario. Invest a few bucks, especially in the terms of SEO totally. SEO, even though it is just really small letters which we say, but it is a huge in-depth of topic when it comes in discussion. So SEO, it can be done in different ways and how the things are being taken care, especially in a hotelier case scenario. As you said, the markets are going down. This will be the very best time for them to make the things revamp, which they have been missing in earlier. And they have been, most of them are relied on OTAs so that they can make things from there itself. OTAs are using these case scenarios to drastically drop your prices and make the bookings happen with them, and you are even paying whatever may be the commissions which they have been charged. If you invest a little bit of whatever you are earning, a little bit of amount into this SEO platform, this will be giving you a huge market and a brand presence for you in the future run. So as I said, if you invest a few of your bucks into these things, in your direct bookings, which will increase your brand presence and which will create a huge customer base for you, you don't need to run behind any other things which are prevailing in the market.
So adding up to Prithvi's points, I would just like to say that in my opinion, we can work more on the social media content we are up to creating, like working on the social networking sites we are working on for organizations and the travel destinations, pertaining to how we can prevent the spread of the disease, how we can make the travel safe, and how we can ensure other brand campaigns pertaining to introduction of a few campaigns, like the offers we can promote for travel discounts, not stays, but for long-term stays as well. Moreover, working on SEO ranks and keywords, we would interestingly work upon keywords which are right now of the keyword density and the advantage of the spread of the disease. We can definitely work upon the keywords which we used to rank on and which we have lost competence in over the past few months and years. So we can just revamp the website with the same content as Prithvi said.
So that's a great point, given the time that where people are not engaging with the businesses at all. These could be very good firefighting techniques of positioning yourself for the future as and when these coronavirus outbreak tend to diminishes and people start coming back into the industry. So analyzing these insights, as you mentioned, will help the businesses grow drastically given that where they stand now and where could they potentially go on to. Definitely. If they just simply go on and see what is their current status in the world in terms of their website and how it operates. That's a great point, Prithvi. I think one of the things that we tend to sort of overlook, given that how powerful internet has grown over the last couple of decades and what it can do in a situation like this, where even when the markets are not performing that well, it certainly gives you the platform to come out stronger and far more effective when the markets do come back into its full effectivity. A lot of in-house controlled business interaction is being taking place. And regarding that subject, we tend to forget how important websites are and the way they are optimized. We have with us Vishwa, who is the software developer at Nodal, and I'd like to get some of his insights regarding how does he think that optimizing a business website can lead to more profitability given the times that how uncertain the businesses are due to coronavirus outbreak.
As you know, website is just a platform. It just provides a window to get a online booking in which the awareness, research, evaluation of alternatives, purchase, post-purchase, and brand loyalty are the few points which will affect this process.
Right.
aware is a first key. SEO play a main important role.
Right.
After that, research. In research, there are lots of factors depend our competitors. We should have to focus on competitors, what they are doing, what they are trying to do, and what they will have an idea or evaluation of alternatives. Suppose when we all are going for booking online anything, we are always search alternatives,
Right.
alternative companies, alternative XYZ. In that process, we are always want more things. We should have to make a product is like we have to compete with all of us competitors and purchase. The online booking system should be easy as much we can do.
Right.
Because when we are talking about the billings, if the billing process will be shorter, then it will be easy to book.
Right.
Rather than if your process have multiple forms and fields, then user might be change his mind within that period of time.
Right.
The review system is basically denoted the brand loyalty, in which somebody already told about us what we are actually doing, how we provide the service, and what are our service. They are just authenticate us.
Right.
What is the process at all?
These points can actually help a business bounce back when these
Yeah, sure.
outbreak ends, and by like following these points in the given. I think Prithvi has some great points regarding this because of the business development angle. Prithvi, could you tell me how does this go on to affect the dual nature of a website in terms of its multi-language approach?
When it comes to internationally traveling, many countries are banning, they are not welcoming
Right.
international travels to our countries. So domestic tourism is definitely going to boost up. So in this case scenario, when it comes to you, as you said, the Spanish is the second most spoken language in USA.
Yeah.
Whenever someone is searching, every website is available in English as of now. But when it comes to Spanish, there are very few number of websites where they display their content in Spanish. When I am searching, when I would like to travel in domestic, I will definitely search in Spanish itself. If I want to travel to Spain, then I'll be searching in Spanish itself or in French, something like
Right.
that. Where the person searches in local language, there
Right.
our hotel will pop up. Here the case gets totally different, and the travel will be able to find you in a very better way,
Okay.
which will give you more insights, and the things get better, and you can ramp up your direct bookings compared to the other things where other hoteliers are missing. This is what we would like to say.
I think one more point that we should actually discuss is regarding the nature of how non-refundable bookings can actually work in the benefit of a business. A lot of times I think that because of international travel reduction, and that naturally leads to a demand in domestic travel and people migrating from one part of the country to other to avoid these outbreaks of coronavirus or the hotspots which have been identified by World Health Organization, which supposedly like China. We could expect a lot of people moving out from China or maybe traveling away from China in the country region itself. There is a reduction in terms of international travel. Non-refundable bookings help us in a way that not only that it gives you a greater cash liquidity at the moment, they will be opting for businesses who are giving them the ability to book early discounts, say 40% or 60%. So this helps these businesses succeed in the longer run in two ways. First of all, they get a customer acquisition, which at a lower price right now in terms of the outrate, and secondly, you get greater cash liquidity at the moment, which is quite essential for businesses, given that businesses all over the world in terms of economy is going to a halt. So the more cash you have, and cash is king in many ways, so the more cash you have with you at your disposal will help you run the operations of your business. So this has been a great and insightful podcast we've been discussing for a while now, given that how uncertain the future is. These are some actionable insights which businesses and individual owners, startups, and even big companies could in fact take inspiration from and work their way up to. Well, this has been completely awesome, and I'm so glad that you guys joined in. And thank you to all our listeners who've been listening to us. Stay tuned for the other episodes. We hope to bring some more insights and more valued information over time.